All right. Good morning, folks, and thanks for joining us. We're coming to you live from the Lover Street area here in Paynesville, and precisely somewhere right behind the compound of the Liberia Broadcasting System, the LBS. And this entire residence, last night was a night of terror for those residing here. We just got an emergency call to respond this morning and show up, as last night was an robbery incident here in the neighborhood. And residents here feared for their life last night, as according to them, a huge number of gentlemen or young men attacked them last night, and they heard sounds of guns. According to them, those who attacked the neighborhood last night had guns with them. They had cutlasses. You think of weapons that were used to terrorize the entire neighborhood, and one person was victimized, and all of his money, precisely according to him, was taken from him. His belongings, his television set, his phones, and you name a whole lot of valuables, according to him, were stolen from him last night. We spoke to some residents here previously once we arrived here, and they told us they heard gun sounds last night, and one of their neighbors was being robbed. So this morning, right in this same neighborhood, we have one of our co-worker who resides here, and he called us first thing this morning at around 4 a.m. and he said there was an active armed robbery taking place within the Lover Street area right behind the LBS compound, and he's called us, but we couldn't make our way here right away. First thing this morning, we thought to run here and see if we could speak to the victims to tell us their experience they had last night. But as we've been informed, this entire neighborhood was terrorized last night, and folks here feared for their life. So my colleague Yasa Suba and I just decided to run here this morning. Yasa, we have the victims here. What do we intend to talk to them this morning?
Yes, thank you so kindly, Anthony Williams. Good morning, folks. I'm Yasa Suba. Like my colleague Anthony said, there was an incident here early this morning. So I think we now move to the victim to see how best we can get a word from him. So let us now go.
So thanks for joining us. For those of you joining us, first of all, before we reach out to the victim and get to hear a story as to what transpired last night, this particular neighborhood, for several days now, or months now, we've been getting cases of armed robbery. Just the other day, one of the fellow who sells right before the LBS compound changes money and does those transactions, cell phones and all of that. His residence is also right behind here. He was attacked by armed robbers, and they took all of his belongings. He went out of LBS to report this particular incident, but again, we couldn't go to his residence. But we got another breaking news about similar incident right in the same very neighborhood. So it appears this particular environment, there have been cases of armed robbery, and we thought to just talk to the victim of the most immediate one that transpired last night. So can you kindly just come down to us quickly? And but as you can see right here behind us, according to him, is his shop, and he was attacked last night. So he's going to tell us what really transpired, and then he will show us around probably his shop, and we'll talk to some other residents who are around here to tell us what they experienced last night, because according to them, they all feared for their lives because they were hearing gun sounds last night as this fellow was being attacked. Kindly introduce yourself for us, sir. Don't worry, I'll hold it for you.
Okay, there's something happened last night around 3 o'clock.
What is your name?
Your name, please.
My name Abdullah Ba.
Okay.
I'm businessman. Sharing in this app. Yesterday, the armed robber came to me around 3 o'clock. In the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. Try to open the door for me. I was inside, I was lay down, I woke up, I was trying to enter. But the shame, I hear the sound, I woke up, I take the collar I have inside. The time I take the collar, now over there, it get more breath to enter on me now, because no, number one inside, now only one collar have plenty. After I take the collar.
How many were there?
I can't estimate how many people. Only thing plenty because having gone collar everybody, but now very good. Time to estimate how many person came to me. Only thing I know now to save my life. I try to open the window and enter that time. I look away as far as I see you. only one person was staying here at the corner. I opened my the other window here. I joined outside. He tried to chop my hair. I bent my hair. I run in the community. I was running.
He tried to chop your head with what?
He tried to cut my hair. I bent my hair. I bent my hair for him, but he now hold me. He followed me small time, but he came back. He take the team. He wanted to take the money, the flasking, my phone, the apple, the thing I have it inside the room. He take everything and go back home.
So, where precisely did they enter through to your shop? Just show us.
The places are in town.
So you live right between here?
Yeah. They think police people now carry the thing and use to do. You know.
Oh, they broke the lock?
They broke the lock, they broke everything. Thank you.
So they enter in the shop?
They enter in the shop. They enter in the shop, they try right here and I over they enter inside the sun and inside the Reno. Now on the small Reno you go, you get place to enter.
Okay. So
how did he escape?
So how you managed to escape?
But the time I see the person, two person join inside the room now. I say if I coming to live inside, they're coming to do maybe a kill me or a hear me.
So let's see in the shop quickly.
And you said another thing. You said you heard a gunshot.
Yes, but
so they enter in your shop?
Yeah, enter in the inside the room. Inside the room. But now we use the small door, you know.
Oh, they open through the zinc?
Yes. No. I didn't in use.
Oh, you got another small window right here.
Yeah.
So they enter through the window.
Now we know in use.
And you are the only person here?
Yeah, number one inside or living inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go out so we continue the conversation. And both folks, as you're hearing from him, according to him, the robbers robbed him through the window, broke his door, forcibly entered, and took all of his belongings. He's mentioning that they took his money and they took everything belonging to him. Now, one of the things we wanted to talk about, Yasa, also, most of the business folks around here, it's assumed that they got money. Just kindly just stand right here for us. They got money. A lot of them keep their physical cash homes, you know, and all of that. So they are all becoming targets, you know, of robbery.
Right.
So definitely that could be, you know, the case with the victim here. So I wanted to ask you, we're talking about how much in terms of the kind of things you lost.
The team, because now only the US dollars are the from the flasking, I can help to estimate.
Okay.
I estimate that one again to 800 pound USD. Man, the thing I saw last night at the Liberty, I can give that estimate for you now. For now, you know, I can give that estimate. Only thing I sit down because some people they have a money here to keep him for them.
Okay.
You know,
to keep it.
Yeah.
No,
not so. Some people can just come because believe me to say keep this one for me. They do already. I come take it for you. I say okay. The people can already do that, man. I don't know everything can come.
So is this the first time for such incident to happen to you?
But no, a natural one, 2 times now. The first time ever. Now the team here I can say now the small one because the first day came a bus up first and thought the time I take my colleague that people run away. The second team come wanted to try to open it. I work out to that people run away. But yesterday Umba it was very prepared for me. It was very prepared me because they were having the gun. It can lock the whole row here. No community people can come outside. In a suit. One time, the time is suit now it may get the community people scared to come out. So
before they shoot, were you screaming for help?
I was screaming for help, man. Nobody to help me. As maybe 15 minutes or then they're trying to enter, no way to enter. But the time I get the place to enter now, very insecurity to be inside. At first to take my security to gang outside to them now.
And you ran away for your safety.
I know, ran away for my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll come right back to you, and we want to go see the other victim quickly. And from here, we can only say how sorry we are for what transpired last night. We're hoping the authorities will hear about your story and see if they can take this particular neighborhood into consideration and see if they can keep an eye on it. You know, because we've had several cases of robbery in this particular environment. But we'll come right back to you.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
So, folks, this is one of the victims who was robbed last night. You did hear him explaining his story. The robbers attacked him, forcibly opened his door. He had to run for his life, according to him. They took every penny he had. They took his television, his phone, his tablet, you name, everything according to him. And moreover, Yasa, he said he's been keeping money belonging to other business folks who trust him, and
he had almost 800 United States dollars.
Sure, definitely. So that's the thing. Speaking of instances like this, we've heard several cases of business people being targeted, especially those changing money, within this particular vicinity. Amos is right next door. He was one of the victims just 1 month ago. He was at the LBS explaining his story. But we want to go right here in the neighborhood. There's another victim who was also attacked.
People would like to know, we did not ask him that question, whether he had lights right in front of his shop. And if he was screaming according to him, but then the community dwellers was afraid to come outside because they hear gunshots.
They were obviously afraid because according to him there were sounds of gunshots. So obviously anyone will want to stay indoors for their own safety, especially where you don't have something to counter what you're hearing. So obviously that's going to be the case. Can you get the person please quickly?
But also in instances like this,
yes, also, so right here, right before us is another shop that was also victimized with similar case of armed robbery. So we want to see if we can talk to the victim to tell us his story as to what transpired when he was attacked. So that, because basically the main reason we're doing this is for authorities to pay attention to this particular neighborhood, because it's now becoming a target of armed robbery here around the Lover Street area. Several cases have been reported to us at the LBS, and we just thought to highlight this one so authorities can know that this particular vicinity there are constant cases of armed robbery and harassment. So how are you? My name is Anthony Williams. We are your neighbors from right here, the LBS, and we heard your story of armed robbery. And also just last night there was another incident. So we're hoping that you could kindly tell us your encounter so that authorities can hear what's happening and they might maybe pay attention to this particular location. But kindly introduce yourself for us.
Well, thank you. I'm Christian Obifire, a resident of this community. Yeah, well, about 3 months ago, I have a window at the back of the shop here on the side here, and in the night, people came and broke the place and entered here and made away with some valuable items such as my laptop, money, and goods. Yeah, but I didn't see them. Yeah.
So if you were to estimate, how much are we talking about?
All they took a lot, including my document, about 2,000, something like that.
United States dollars.
Yeah.
That's
my
huge.
House, the money and the value that I had.
Were they armed?
I didn't see them, like I said.
Okay.
Yeah, but when they came around, they broke the place, entered, and they started taking things, holding things, so people heard them and had the alarm, and they left the place.
So you were not in the shop?
No, I didn't sleep there that night.
Okay.
I slept at my house.
Okay, so
It's my father's place, and I got my place back. So,
as a resident of this place, what have you to say about instances like these to authorities? What do you expect of them with the constant harassment of robbers and
Yeah, we have the state radio right here, and we are not far from the road. So we asking government to see what a security people can patrol here at times, because the presence of security personnel is scares away evildoer. So but when you see nobody in the area like that, they take advantage of it and just come here, just do this thing. And also I think the community will have to come together too and see how best we can link with the authority and organize something like watch team. Yeah, talk to the boss, and at least we'll be patrolling around blowing alarm. This thing scares them away as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I have a concern. So when it happened 3 months ago, did you allow the authority to get involved?
No, we didn't. We didn't. You see, when these things happen like that, one of the first things that come on our mind is that once we are saved, we give God the glory that we can try and maneuver and get something done again.
But don't you think there's a need for that?
There's a need. Exactly, there's a need. There's a need. But we have leadership crisis in this community now. So one of the best places we are going to get to our community leader and give them what happened. But nobody came around. Only those closer to me, like my friend and other people, just came around. We got leadership crisis here. The community is like no leadership now, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. What did you say your name was again?
Christian Obi Fire.
Mr. Fire, it was nice talking to you. We are hoping, because for us, we just want to highlight the issue. We are hoping our authorities involved will pay attention to this and get involved. Like you said, you're asking for them to make this community a priority because of the constant harassment that you folks are experiencing, and see if they can patrol. So we hope this video will also send an alarm to them, and they might be able to come to your aid. But thanks for talking to us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So this is one of the residents also who's victimized with the robbery issue, among several of them that have been reported to us from this particular Lover Street community here, right behind the LBS. We have our colleague who resides here also. His name is Andrew Gay. He's the one who reported the incident. We're hoping if we can just have a word from him, and also if we can hear from residents who were maybe hearing or who encountered the incident last night, to tell her what it really was, because yes, I come to think of the kind of horror that it can be when you are being attacked at night.
Yes.
But you can help, because
Especially when no one is there to come to you.
moreover, and there are guns involved, so you want to stay indoors for your own safety. Andrew, you reside here. Let's talk about the constant harassment of armed robbery in your neighborhood, especially with last night's incident.
Yeah, first thing, we just want to register our concern using the state radio, calling on the authority to come in swiftly in terms of ensuring that ERBC is protected, and as well the community is protected. I can recall that 7 years back, when I moved into this community, we had ERU guys assigned at the state broadcaster. And then they used to parade at night, 12, 3, 4 in the morning. And 4 years ago, we never experienced, while the guys were patrolling rather, we never heard anything in terms of armed robbery, harassment, and other things. So I just want to use this platform to call on the authority, call on Mr. Coleman to ensure that they reinstate the ERU back to ERBC, or the PSU back to ERBC, so that the state broadcaster can be protected as well as the community.
So let's talk about last night incident. You live right next door to your neighbor. What was it like?
I woke up to the news, and it was shocking. You know, when something happened to your neighbor, it got to be of concern, because it's not to your doorstep. So many will sit back. So I want to say thanks to DFOMO for allowing the crew to come here today. This story is very sad, because people have lost a lot of money. People take upon the time and do their businesses to improve their lives. All right, it's now a crime to have a business flourishing. So we just want to the issue of security is a concern. That's all I can say.
Thank you very much. You said there were some neighbors who want to give their experiences. Let's see if we can talk to them. But that was Andrew Gay. Andrew Gay is the individual who reached out to us to ask her to come over here and highlight this issue, because he's a resident of this place. So basically, we're just hoping that this video can maybe serve as an alarm to authorities to listen to the voices of those who we're talking to, and see if they can treat this place also as a priority, like they're doing for other neighborhoods to maybe scare criminals away in a way. Like he's just mentioned the state radio having state security, of course, in time past. Even now, there are security at the LBS. Sure. So while we walk there and see if we can talk to probably some of the neighbors who might have experienced last night's incident. So for those of you watching, we just wanted to say thanks for watching. We want to say thanks for watching and thanks for joining us. And wherever you're following us from, it's nice having you on this platform. This might not be as alarming as you may think it can, it could be, but these are people who are striving, for their lives, and they're hustling, and having robbers attacking them every morning is something very, embarrassing and fearful. Let's talk to our mother right here. She lives right next door to the residents of the incident, the individual who was attacked last night. This is her house, and Aaron, if you just pan the camera right behind you, is the next neighborhood or the next home that was attacked by the robber. So Aaron, let's talk to her quickly and hear from her.
Hello, Mama. How are you? What is your name?
My name is Hawasa.
Hawasa. Can you tell us what happened here early this morning?
This morning when I was sleeping, it was around 3.
Okay.
Then I heard the person say, roll. When they said roll, I came outside. I tell my sisters, I said, the money behind roll. I didn't know that was Jalo, there was money behind. They came to. Then after that, we were inside the whole spa. I said, oh, Rose that Jalo. Then she told me, say, oh, that Jalo, they don't own. Right here. To my street now. Okay. Then when I spy now, because we couldn't all the council, we couldn't all the council. Then the other men they were on that side. The other men, the Jassy, bien. When they were coming now, then they fire over there. I don't even now go. Then the other men say, I was inside. The fire gone. The fire gone.
So while the neighbors were coming,
while the neighbors were coming, they said go by the run. They went inside.
Okay.
They don't want that when they went inside now. When I came out, I said, oh, Rose. That ABO, the running behind, they ran behind him. Went on the side, were calling people. After then, I went.
Yeah, the concern were running.
Yeah, then I went inside. I told my father, I said, knocking the whoa, you can't. Then my sister then said, don't knock father. I said, knocking the. They don't want to knocking the father now. We run and the other making with the flash and put it on the arm. Oh, knocking the father now. They start going, they start running going.
So when you're knocking the part at that time, they were still here?
Yeah, the other man was saying inside. I was knocking the part, the other man was saying inside.
But were you able to contact the police?
No way. When he went to one of the elder on the side, the elder called police, but the police said they play with that, they can't come inside.
Okay.
That's what they told us. They play with that. But all the time, last year, before Barack came in the chair, the ERA made them to be helping us. So you please help us to find ERA people.
In the night, it can be very dark.
It can be very dark.
Okay.
It can be very dark. You please help us with ERA people. They be helping, but they need to do it. They need to be walking around.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for talking with us.
Thank you for talking to us, Alma.
Okay.
So that's it. You heard it from her. She was explaining her experience when they attempted to come to provide help. They were shot at by the robbers, and that was a way of scaring them away, and they couldn't help Jalo, as she said, or AB, who was being attacked last night by the robbers. So, basically that's it. Yes, you heard her. She's calling on authorities to see if they can deploy securities around their neighborhood to see if they can help also scare criminals away. But this is actually alarming, and their incident is not the first or second. We've had several reports, like almost every weekend or times like these, folks will come at the LBS and report cases of armed robbery, and so it's very scary. Last night was a night of terror for them, and so we just want to talk to one final person, and then we can bring this to a closure, because we just wanted to highlight what really transpired last night. We have our ma here. We just want to hear from her. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, Mama. How are you?
All right.
What's your name?
Mother tell me.
Sorry?
Mother tell me.
Okay. Tell her what happened here last night.
Last night, I was sleeping in my room on that side. But then I hear the person hardly running on the side. He said, hey, my boy, you come for me. They came me. My boy, you come for me. They came me. Then I was sleeping when I was hearing it. Then I was told that local. They grab them, they shot them, or they carry him to kill him. My boy, I die. You come. So after that, sleep there carry me. Then you hear the noise. When I hear the noise now, then we inside here, we can't raise in the post here. Inside now, will not open the door. Yeah.
Okay.
I live inside here.
Okay.
War in a pure over there. All was scary. Was there. Then the children our children in here. They said to all. They said to talk when they talk. The person said, "Well, okay." Outside we fire you.
What the person said?
Yeah. Then to my children then do it. The my children only play.
So this are rare.
Yeah, red. Yeah, where was that shop? One person was in there. We go. The man that get it all, he go on the way. He can't outside. That when he can't outside now, the two Jassy, and being when they come outside, then they put suit. When they suit down, then they had their say. They were inside here.
So you are able to see how many persons were here last night?
No, without open the door.
Okay.
Because the chairman was inside here, they was spotting. They said the person around, we not open the door.
Yes,
They say around.
Yeah, too, eh?
Yeah, was scary. Was inside on there when it be wrong. Crying when they were coming out, then the children say, "Oh, that they not go, they not run here. That may will not open the door. Well, open the door, we can't." My mama had here call our trimming and I ever. I just think I was that small. The play was getting partner. I go to bed.
So you get anything else to say? You don't say anything to the police or the government?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in the government. Because they're in the night. In the night, everybody can sleep. The police too. You know, they're not ready. Yeah. So we are praying God will say him there. We said the public there, we are praying God that he will able to protect the police. Everybody will able to be get people that be not in the community there.
Okay. Thank you, yeah, Mama.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, I want one final victim, then we'll talk to AB quickly.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Alma, kindly just join us quickly.
So kindly introduce yourself. What is your name?
Yeah, my name is Hannah Brown.
Okay.
Myself, I live on the alley. But I bless God that the community chairman came up. They changed for us to live here because they play. We always say when they run behind one other boy. I think he from the horse. When he came, no, it take, I think 6 months ago now. Yeah, to take it out. So they get up there, they call Wallow. And us, we came outside there. Like how they left, they moved from behind the ball. Yeah, they had quite a say in their hand. So when they went on the tree there, they had Wallow boyfriend. And us, we get us out there. How they run away say they think we'll start wasting there for the people to come move you from here. We'll be wasting there. Oh, they have to say they say they put on no say you're paying, making people to be afraid of harassing people to their place here. So they call me when I just work on.
So who are you talking about?
That the criminal name when they came down there.
So they stay here?
And they're not here.
Do you know them?
Really, I don't recognize them because some of them when they come in, they post on their face. But last night was very terrible. Last night, really, I wasn't on the scene, but I heard a gun sound last night. And then when they were running behind the fellow, they started talking road. They were calling him road. At that time, I woke up, I was sitting because at that time I was praying. I woke up, so I had myself to watch you praying. I came outside with the light, and I saw people sitting here. No shower on him, and the place was open. Yeah, even brought Neff
So
and all.
outside, you're already standing here.
Yeah, he went.
I thought the arm robber.
They left. They took this way. The other side they took it. They left. They go. Last night, yeah, and they opened the place. They took the TV, took his money. They even wanted to torture him. They thought that he put money somewhere. They wanted to torture him so that how he escaped with the quarrel that was in their hand. So they felt that they called being the men that they fear. Being was coming for them men rescue. Like how they fire over there.
Okay.
Like it may be they say you come outside will kill you. Like it may be to rain inside. They get what even spending their money they get like in the scene round she won't shot. They say when they get shot they will shoot again. Like how she kept silent. She never shot last night. She kept silent. But really, the area we just tell God thank you that all the people here, but it will say people not ready yet. Now something they born can won't do. Yeah, now something passing some phone. Even was sitting here one time again, they get one girl phone, they get talking roll, the boss start walking with P&D. I can they say he not even roll. Like how the police ran behind him and caught him. Yes, so that what they can be doing here, but we tell God, thank you. Each time they can, that will count on somebody, we can count outside in group. Like how they can run away, they go.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody passing people, so there's some people passing with a phone and a thing, they can pass, they go, but when you be in there, and when I can also, they will make sure they beat on a person, they take that phone, they carry it. So as soon as you roll, everybody can hear girl also. They come for that person rescue.
Okay, thank you so much for taking the us in.
So lastly, Abby, before we leave you, obviously we know what happened to you is actually sad. If you got any message to authorities, we would love you to just put your message out there so that they can hear your cry and they might come to your aid.
Bon, the message me I get talk to the government or the authority. We need to take the responsibility to get the people can walk around in the community, because I can say thank God for now Corona here, because if Corona here, you can see nobody house, because if you see me to get forced to come house, because as per first now only one person, the other people feeling in now I get forced to come house, because I see the person and staying house. If I'm not coming to see the person, I'm not coming house because I don't know how many people waiting for me. You know, bon, I can say God thank you for that. The thing now I get a message to authority to take the responsibility to be checking in the community, to pass around to check in the night for the armed robber, the criminal, you know. The mission I get to talk for them.
All right, AB. And again, we say sorry for the incident, and we're hoping you can come back.
Yeah. Now life. Anything can happen. Anything in the life here, I can say get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, my brother.
All right, so folks, we'll now bring this one in quickly. You heard from the victims, you listen to them. Their neighbor who is continuously being terrorized by criminals, and they're calling on authorities to see if they can deploy officers. The LBS is also right next door, and to see if their community can get some form of security patrol, because of the constant harassment that they are receiving from criminals. Folks are snatching phones, armed robbers are shooting at them, they're taking their belongings, they're terrorizing them at night. So this has been just a brief response to a call that we got from an armed robbery incident that transpired here along the Lover Street area last night. And we'd like to say thanks for watching. For those of you who've watched, you listen to the voices of the victims. So we'll bring this one in. My name is Anthony Williams, and my colleague is
Yes, super.
Aaron has been behind camera, and we'd like to say thanks for watching.